What's the most obvious scam attempt you've witnessed? I was 22, working at First National Bank as a loan officer, when Cordelia Ashworth walked into my office with a business proposal that made my skin crawl. She was impeccably dressed, spoke with authority, and had documents that looked legitimate at first glance. "I represent Brightwater Development," she said, sliding a glossy folder across my desk. "We're building luxury condominiums on the old Riverside property. I need a construction loan for $12 million. The numbers looked incredible. Projected profits in the tens of millions, pre-sales already secured, everything perfectly calculated. But something felt wrong. "This is quite ambitious," I said, flipping through architectural renderings. "Who's your general contractor?" "Maximilian Construction Group," she replied smoothly. "They've handled projects across 3 states. I'd never heard of them, which was unusual for our area. Could I get references?" Cordelia's smile tightened slightly. "Of course, though I should mention we're considering other banks. This opportunity won't last long." Classic pressure tactic. I excused myself and called my supervisor, Jericho, who'd worked in commercial lending for 20 years. "Riverside property?" he said. "That land's been tied up in environmental litigation for a decade. No one can build there." My stomach dropped. When I returned, Cordelia was checking her phone impatiently. "Mrs. Ashworth, I need to verify some details about the Riverside property." Her composure cracked. "What kind of verification?" "Well, for starters, the environmental restrictions, those have been resolved," she cut in. "Our lawyers handled everything." I pulled up county records on my computer. The litigation was ongoing, with no resolution in sight. "Ma'am, according to public records, construction is prohibited on that site." Cordelia stood abruptly. "Your information is outdated. I'll take my business elsewhere." But as she gathered her papers, one document slipped out, a bank statement from another institution. My blood ran cold when I saw the name. Brightwater Development had already secured loans from 4 other banks. Same project, same false promises, totaling over $40 million. "Wait," I called out. She was already at the door. "I'll be in touch." After she left, I immediately called the other banks listed on that statement. Each one had approved loans based on identical documentation. Each believed they were the exclusive lender. But here's what made my hands shake. The signature on every loan document belonged to my own mother. Mom had been impersonating multiple identities, using fake companies to secure massive loans she never intended to repay. The woman I'd trusted my entire life was running a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. When I confronted her that evening, she didn't even try to deny it. "You always were too smart for your own good," she said calmly, pouring herself wine. "Yes, it's me. And yes, I've been doing this for years." "Mom, you've stolen $40 million. Borrowed," she corrected, "from institutions that have billions. They'll recover. This is going to destroy you. Destroy us." She set down her glass and looked at me with eyes I'd never seen before. Cold, calculating, utterly without remorse. "Actually, sweetheart, it's going to destroy you." She pulled out a folder and dropped it on the kitchen table. Inside were documents bearing my forged signature, approving every fraudulent loan. "You've been my accomplice all along," she said sweetly. "At least, that's what the evidence shows." My legs went weak. "You're framing me? Insurance policy. If this goes south, you take the fall. You're young, you'll survive prison. I'm 58 with arthritis." I stared at the woman who'd raised me, who'd taught me right from wrong, who'd made me into someone who could spot scams from a mile away. Except, I'd never seen the biggest one coming. "Why?" I whispered. "Because I can," she said. "And because you are always going to find out eventually. Better to control the narrative." That's when I realized the documents weren't just evidence. They were a threat. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.